that's usually about people, actually. I probably scream like at least once a month just out of pure frustration. They're important issues to me. It's more about like my grades or how I'm not doing something well, or just generally like how I'm not good enough. Oh yeah, all the time. Every time I get in the car. I'm always either in my room or outside the house. I try to avoid contact with them as much as possible. All the time. Probably 95% of what comes out of my mouth is crap. Because it makes other people angry and it hurts other people. Yeah, I've been hurt all the fucking time. So, relationships are probably the most complicated because you're not being told what's right and what's wrong. I think I would have to relive it and see it because I wouldn't have believed it unless I saw it. It's definitely made me a different person. It's made me who I am. It still sucks, but I think I would have to go through it. It does change who you are to the core of your values. You find out the truth, it is never very pretty. It definitely has opened my eyes to what's out there and given me the experiences to know what's right and what's wrong, and what I should and what I shouldn't do, because I've been through such fucked up shit. I wouldn't change it. It's definitely made me a better person and a wiser person. Yeah, I've had my blood drawn. When I got a concussion, I had it drawn. When I went to the doctors again just a couple months ago, I had it drawn just because it feels like someone else is invading literally my body. I'm just kind of stealing my fluids, which is super not cool.
I think that I'm young, that I shouldn't worry about who I'm dating or what's going to happen when I date this person, or like who's going to think what of me when I date this person, or if I date anyone. I think that if I choose to be with someone, that's cool. If I choose not to, that's cool too. Like, too young to worry about it, but I'm not too young to like have fun with it, you know? No, absolutely not, because I definitely, the first one I learned who not to date, like the type of person that you shouldn't date, and the second one was really, really cool, and I actually miss being in the relationship with him, but what are you gonna do, you know? Actually, like, talking about the things that are, like, going on with you, because there's always that fear of, like, you should obviously trust the person you're with, and I did trust the person I was with. Second time, first time I didn't, so that's why we kind of broke up, like, we didn't talk about anything. But we'll talk about the second one. The second one was really, really nice, and, I had a really easy time communicating, like, my feelings and, like, what was going on with me, but he totally was just not reciprocating that, as well as he didn't want to hear about mine, because he was like, oh, I'm dealing with a lot right now, so I can't deal with what you're gonna tell me, which doesn't really make too much sense, but, yeah, I think the most vulnerable part is actually sharing, like, the stuff that's going on with you in a literal sense, not like, oh, this is kind of happening, but it's okay, like, this is actually what's happening to me, and, like, I need help, or I need to see a therapist, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, there's some things that you feel like people need to know, you cry about them. Kind of an argument, because I was talking about, like, making friends and stuff like that. She was like, well, you can just make friends from town. And I was like, oh, it's not that easy. And, like, I hate everyone in this town. And she was like, well, you can't hate everyone. And I was like, oh, it was just a mess. And then she was like, there was a breakdown in communication. And I was like, I was just not having it. So, because I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't know.
Not well, generally. I get, like, I get really sweaty. A lot of the time, like, if I'm really stressed out, I'll wake up and I'll be, like, drenched in sweat, and, like, it'll be, like, gross, and I'll have to, like, go take a shower at 2 in the morning. A lot of the time, when I get really anxious, I throw up a lot. There was a time where, like, every day when I went to school, I would, like, go to school and be in class for a half hour, and then I'd be like, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then throw up for, like, 10 minutes, and then go back to class. I don't know. I don't know what they thought I was doing. I mean, I think at a certain point in the year, all my teachers knew that I was, like, going to the bathroom because I was having an anxiety attack or something like that, but they didn't, like, I think they were uncomfortable talking to me about it. And I think it became so routine that it was just like something that I did. I think I cried, like maybe December or October. I think I cried in November at some point during, like, Thanksgiving time, probably. I'm generally, like, I know my sister, like, cries really easily. I know a lot of people who other people make them cry really easily. Like, if someone does something mean to them, they can cry really easily, and I only really cry, like, because I don't cry because of other people. I generally cry because of myself. I don't think that there was any specific reason. I think I just felt, like, shitty, probably. Or, you know, I feel shitty a lot, but I think I felt probably really, really shitty. Or, like, I felt, like, really close to the edge. So that's generally when I cry. During those, like, 10 hours of sleep, I usually wake up 2 or 3 times in the night, and, like, I'm up for maybe half an hour, and then I go back to bed. Then, like, usually I just, like, lay in bed and try to go back to sleep. When I lay in bed awake, my mind wanders to other things that I don't like it to wander to, so I generally, like, try to just, like, be as empty-minded as possible. I try to just kind of space out. A lot of the time I'll listen to music. Pretty much all of the time, actually. I take sleeping pills to go to bed. That put me to sleep in, like, 40 minutes, but when I wake up in the middle of the night, I can't just take more sleeping pills because that's, like, bad for you or whatever.
No, I'm an in-emotion person. Never cried in therapy. One time I asked my brother to grind me some coffee, and he said no, and then I started, like, I was like, why not? It was like right in the morning, so I was, like, super, I was at a swim meet, and then I was running to catch up to a friend, but somebody left, like, a yellow rope right at neck level. It's clotheslined, and, like, I was out for, like, a couple of minutes. And then I got, like, I don't know, traveled to the hospital, but I don't remember how I got there. But, oh, yeah, I do. They told me that I had nice veins. They said that I have nice veins because I have very prominent veins in my arms. The oral surgeon told me that too. He said, like, the IV is not going to be a problem because you have very nice veins.